Morning, everyone. I hope we're all good. Tuesday, the 7th of February, 2023, and I'm here to bring Southeast England's look at the weather for the next 24 hours. Well, it is a chilly one out there this morning. We have gone back into the freezer overnight in many places, starting here in Folkestone. I'm running at minus 1.6, first time I've been sub zero for a couple of weeks. Over in Ashford in Kent, minus 3.7. Skip over towards Maidstone, minus 3.3. Push up towards East Grinstead, it's minus 2.8. Head over to Redhill and Surrey, minus 2.1. Let's go to Bicester, minus 4.8. Head over to Milton Keynes, it's minus 3.8 this morning. Move towards London, it's above zero here. The urban heat island effect is keeping you guys up at 1.6. And on the northeast coast of Kent at Botany Bay, you're 2.4 degrees above zero due to that relatively warm sea blowing past your shoreline. These are the temperatures picked up as a general rule this morning. We're below zero in many places, just those coasts and the centre of London just holding above zero. And it's all because we've got high pressure on the scene. Some other stations around southeast England at the moment, a lot of local weather stations, all showing temperatures widely between minus 2 and in some places minus 4 degrees. But that is not going to be the case everywhere. In the western parts of the UK, it's still mild, eights and nines, and these are your locations where you're exposed to the Atlantic breezes, where the high pressure isn't quite as influential. And if we have a look at the anomalies, you can see where these milder air temperatures are coming in across Scotland once again. But here in the south of England, we are under the influence of high pressure, clear skies, and cold surface air. There's the high pressure, lovely reds again, 1041, really quite high pressure for the time of year. And as I already mentioned, this is hanging around for a few days, but it does come with its problems. So light breezes here in the south of the UK and many parts of the UK, with all of the breezes and rain bearing fronts up towards Iceland at the moment. Now, I've mentioned high pressure, it does bring its own problems. It can bring some beautiful sunny sparkling skies, and for many of us this morning, this is the scene. You're looking out on beautiful, clear, frosty scenes, excellent visibility, but then equally there are some patches of fog around as well. So I've had a look on the cams. It looks like many eastern parts of the Kent look okay. The fog starts to really pick up around the Maidstone area on the M20 and many places to the south east and south of London, round to the southwest, down into Sussex, are experiencing fog patches. So just be careful if you're on the road. You could be driving through a nice clear area of air and then suddenly you're encountering this sort of stuff. So please be careful. And if we just take a little look at the satellite imagery this morning, you'll see where these pockets of fog are. So yeah, please be careful. It's something we're going to experience tonight as well. But that doesn't spoil what I've already said. It's going to be a lovely, fine winter's day with unbroken sunshine and light breezes. And your temperatures today, as a result, will be up at around about 6, 7, or 8 degrees. I did hear on the radio yesterday they were talking about this week being the mini beast from the east. Well, if a mini beast from the east is giving temperatures of 7 or 8, then yeah, the climate is changing. Overnight, it does get cold. Again, once again, minus twos, minus threes, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if we come back in the morning and we see temperatures locally around about minus 4 to minus 6 degrees. And just to finish off, I'm going to just mention the fog. This is the main hazard in the next 24 hours. So the red represents where the thickest fog is. So this morning, as we've seen, a lot of it is to the west of London, to the south of London and the southeast. That does clear throughout the day as the sun gets to work on it. But overnight, once again, that fog does thicken up. The mist increases across the capital and then really just spreads out across many parts of southeast England. But as with this morning, some parts of East and South Kent will be spared from the mist problems because by then we'll be starting to bring in a little bit of dry air off the near continent. So that's it in summary. A beautiful sunny winter's day. Temperatures fairly reasonable at around about 7 or 8 degrees. But watch out for that fog overnight tonight and first thing this morning. I'll be back tomorrow morning. But in the meantime, all have a lovely day. Look after yourselves and chill for now.